Hi, everyone. My name is Alyssa Nastasi. I'm the Assistant Director of the Career Center here at St. Martin's University, and I'm going to go ahead and let our guest introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Aeriel Wauhob. I'm the Education Coordinator for the Puget Sound Estuarium. The Puget Sound Estuarium is a nonprofit located in downtown Olympia. We're a marine life discovery center where we host educational programs, field trips, and then we're also open on the weekend to the public to have our interactive exhibits. And we also have aquariums where we do live feedings. And you can also find us on your local beaches like Burfoot, Priest Point, and Tolmie during the summertime, where we have our beach naturalist program, where our group of volunteers talks to the public about being stewards of the land and help them identify some of the things that they're seeing out there. And then we also do peer-peer events. So we go out to Boston Harbor, and now we're in Mason County, where we put lights in the water and we collect animals at night and talk about nighttime ecology.
Awesome. Great. Well, thank you. Can you tell me a little bit about your normal recruiting and hiring process, what that looks like?
Yeah, so we have kind of a year-round internship slot. We're starting to structure it now a little bit more with our needs and student needs too. So we're kind of going semester by semester now. So spring and fall, we have internships for education and nonprofit management. So you can help us do our public programming with our K-12 education programs while also learning how a nonprofit is ran and how we track all the data for grants. And then during the summertime with that beach naturalist program, we have another internship available for somebody who wants to learn more of interpretation skills and leading too, because you'll be a beach lead. So you actually manage some of the volunteers and are a lead at one of the beaches. So yeah, so we have spring and fall, and then we also have summer. And another one we're now starting to do for the summer is our camp counselors, because we're doing summer camp programs. So we are recruiting an intern for the summer to help us run those summer camps, build curriculum, build an exhibit for the estuarium, and run some of our other organization field trips. So during the summertime, because schools are out, we have other organizations like daycares, Y Camp, they come to us. And so helping run those programs too.
Great. And are you currently recruiting for those summer internships right now?
Yeah, so it's going to be a little different just because of the whole social distancing thing and the COVID-19. So we are still looking for interns if anybody wants to apply. We do take applications year round. We will be doing it more for summer, so less of the spring semester. We've pushed everything back to the summer. So we are still looking at getting that interpretation internship with the beach lead, and I'm still looking for somebody for education during the summer to help out with summer camp.
Okay, great. What are some of the qualities you're looking for in your interns?
Somebody who's a self-starter. I can't be there all the time. Our past intern, she met with us at least once or twice a week, but the rest of the week she was on her own doing her projects, running programs. So somebody who can come in and already kind of get the training that they need, but then take that training and go to that next level where they're ready to start building their own programs or starting to manage their own volunteers, just ready to hit the ground running and wanting to build more of their skills. Somebody who also wants to learn too. That's a big part of internships is, you know, we know you have the skills. That's why we've chosen you to do this internship, but we want to help you build on those skills, get better, and acquire more skills. Especially with at a small nonprofit, we're all wearing many hats and doing many jobs. And we want to make sure our intern that we get can also sort of do that too. They're not just pigeonholed into one thing, that they can kind of help all of the spectrum that we have at Estuarium.
Great. I mean, that sounds like a really good opportunity for some of our students just to gain some experience. And I know
Yeah, and it really is. We're very flexible too. We do have set kind of guidelines and job duties that we want met during the internship, but we are really willing to work with the students on what they're kind of interested in. So I can speak for my internship that I'm hosting is the education one. I want somebody that can come in and do the education programs, but if they're really more leaning towards they want to do scientific data collection, we can start a citizen science program. So they are doing data collection, data management, but still getting that education component out of it for us at the estuarium. So it's kind of that working relationship.
Mhm.
You get what you want out of this internship, learning your skills or building more of your repertoire and your resume, but also helping us out at the same time.
Great. So what are you looking for in the application materials, like resumes, cover letters, all of that?
Yeah, so we need a resume for sure. It's basically detailing out any job that is related to the internship. So if you have education experience, whether that is doing a lecture, that's teaching at a small group, whether that's, Y camps, summer camps, any sort of kind of youth-led program that works for education, or if that's working with older students too. So if you're working with high school students, you're working with college students as a group leader, that also works. Other things that we're looking for is somebody who has a background in science. It doesn't have to be marine biology. Some of us, like I, did not start in marine biology, but has a science background so you can break down this information, because we're starting to teach our public about ocean acidification, climate change, and so you need to be able to learn and read and research that data and be able to break it down to layman terms for the public. So if you have a science background, you're more able to do something like that. Also somebody that's personable. We deal with the public almost every day, not so much right now, but but you have to be able to greet somebody, be confident in yourself, be well-spoken too. And then also we're looking for somebody who's well-written, because we are writing materials for the public, whether that's brochures, posters, exhibits, curriculum. It needs to be well-written, so we're communicating efficiently and effectively to our public.
Great. So just building on some of the things that you're looking for, are you looking for someone with any special credentials or practical experience related to this?
Yeah, so like I said, that science background, it could be just normal biology. It could be, more in depth where you're actually marine biology, zoology, wildlife ecology, but also especially somebody who's worked with the public before, is main focus. And that could be retail, because I mean, you're working with the public in retail and how to manage people who come into a facility. So we're kind of willing to work with anybody who really wants to gain the skills and is interested. But yeah, a background in some sort of science or communication is definitely a plus. Even if you're education focused too, so going into teaching and you have the knowledge or passion of science, we'll definitely work with you for getting some skills too.
Great. So my last question for you this afternoon, we are in some weird times right now, obviously. And we have a lot of students who are graduating in May, and they're really nervous about going into the job market, especially during such crazy times, whether that is with all the social distancing, but also related to the economy. So what advice do you have for our graduating seniors who are going into the job market?
Well, congratulations for graduating first. It's definitely a challenge. And one of my things is, don't pigeonhole or go down just one path. What I've learned in all of my jobs, I've worked in every time zone in the United States, except for Alaska and Hawaii. You need to be well-rounded. So you want tons of skills, not just one main focus skill. Because there's other people who also have that skill, but they have more skills on top of it to offer. So that could be you going in and having, you have your science degree, but making sure you have GIS skills. That's a huge thing right now. You have public speaking skills. You're able to work with the public. That is the main thing. Anything you ever do, you're going to have to work with that public. And then also keep learning too. So right now, because of all the social distancing things that are happening, there's a bunch of free online practical skills courses. So continue while you have this downtime, because unfortunately, I know there's not a lot that's out there because a lot of jobs are cutting back right now. just keep learning during this time, gaining those skills that you might not had while you were at your college, and also honing in on those skills that you might just be weak at too, because that will just make you a better candidate once you come out. And once we come out of this whole social distancing thing, it'll put you at the top of that list. Another thing too is work on that resume right now. You have the downtime. Make sure it is ready to go. And there's a ton of wonderful free online classes about resume workshops. There is one from the national park. So if you're looking at going more federal resumes are different from a nonprofit resume to a state resume. So make sure your resume is built to what you want to do. And then also with your cover letters, do not have just a generic cover letter. I get cover letters all the time that I know looks like they've just sent it out to 40, 50 other organizations, and it's not specific to me. So when you're really trying to apply for that job, hone in on what they're looking for, but also what you can offer them. What is that missing piece that you can give them that they should choose you? So yeah, really take this time, use it wisely, work on yourself. Because after this, we will definitely need all the help we can get to get back up and running and getting all this programming going. So
great, very practical advice, and that's advice that we've been sharing with our students and that actually other organizations have been sharing. So it's nice to hear that we're all kind of on the same page with that. Well, those were all the questions I had. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon. I really appreciate it.
yeah, thank you.